Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Dean O'Lally. We are so excited. We have an amazing guest with us today. We are happy to introduce to you the Lieutenant Governor of Oklahoma, Mr. Todd Lamb.
Well, Dino, thank you. It's great to be back with you.
Absolutely.
To co-host this great program, Discover Oklahoma, and tell our viewers and citizens across the state some exciting things to do right here in Oklahoma.
Well, we're going to start at a great place. This is actually one of Oklahoma's greatest treasures. It's the Sam Noble Museum of Natural History right here in Norman.
Dino, this museum has such a rich history. Founded by the territorial legislature back in 1899, when lawmakers mandated a natural history museum on the soon-to-be OU campus. This location opened in May of 2000 and just 14 years later was awarded our state's first national medal by the Institute of Museum and Library Sciences. Now it's home to 12 collections, labs, libraries, offices, and exhibit space. There are 10 million objects housed here, and it all belongs to the people of the great state of Oklahoma.
And how lucky we are to have a place like this in our state. And Governor, I'm going to have to tell you something. You know, Oklahomans are excited about something else, and that's the arrival of fall.
That's what we all are. Cooler weather, a lot easier to do outdoor activities.
Right.
Pumpkin patches, corn mazes, hay rides, and Darren Brown's going to show us just one place in Piedmont, Oklahoma that you can do some of that.
Very good.
We got pony rides, a petting zoo, hay rides, tractor rides, a 3-acre mystery maze, pumpkins, pumpkin chunkin', music, entertainment, craft show, what else? Oh yeah, face painters and entertainment and a good positive experience.
Chester Hoker, perhaps better known as Chester the Clown, is a hard guy to pin down. Whether he's chatting up his out-of-town guests.
You like it? You having a good time? Where are you guys from?
We're from Fort Worth.
Oh, thanks for driving up. That's a good drive. I think you're going to win the prize.
Introducing his farm family.
This is Laverne and Shirley and Fonzie.
Or teaching someone the proper method of pumpkin chunking.
You're going to grab this right here, you're going to put your foot right here, and you got to yank it hard. Don't just pull it real like, you know, you got to pull it hard.
This whole Farm Fest extravaganza started with a clown.
Yeah, that guy right there, he started this whole mess right here.
It's all his fault.
That's all, let's blame him. But that's them, and these are some of the great photos that I've had at various locations around the country.
Chester also portrayed another very well-known character.
I toured the country as Ronald McDonald, performing at various McDonald's and corporate events for them.
Chester was never lacking for work, but he eventually realized he could take his clown gig to bigger and better places.
People started asking me to provide other source of entertainment like jugglers or magicians or pony rides or petting zoo or caricature artists or what have you. And it just kind of grew to where I started basically doing event planning for my clients, and it grew to where I felt like if I had my own location, my own spot, then we could streamline it, make it more affordable, make it safer, make it all of the above.
The place was certainly a big hit with my daughter Taylor and her friend Taylor. They spent a lot of time talking to this guy, Carl the alpaca. But Chester's touches kids of all ages, and that's something Gloria says never really gets old.
Some of them have never seen a goat before. Maybe in a book or a magazine or in the picture, you know, like on TV. But to see a goat staring at them, wanting to be fed, the giggles, the laughter that comes out of these children, because we don't know where these children have come from or what they're going through or whatever that day or whatever. And it's almost like a therapy.
So you know I could not leave Chester's without giving it a try myself. In Piedmont, discovering Oklahoma while I'm doing some serious pumpkin chunking. I'm Darren Brown. Ah! There you go. You see it? That's how we do it.
Oklahoma has a great resource if you're looking for places to sample the abundant bounty and natural beauty found in our state. Farms, ranches, all sorts of places to visit are listed on the agritourism map. And it's easy to get your copy. Just head to the website travelok.com and click where it says request free brochures. Discover Oklahoma will get one in the mail to you right away.
And if getting away from it all is on your agenda, we have a great idea for you.
That's right, Dino. You know what we say? Why leave Oklahoma if you don't have to?
That's right.
There's so much to enjoy and experience right here in Oklahoma. Lauren Farrams is going to show us a very special bed and breakfast right in the heart of Oklahoma.
Nestled on 5 acres on a busy corner in Edmond, Two Hearts Inn is a step away from the busyness of life and a step into tranquility.
Two Hearts Inn is about renewing, rekindling, and relaxing.
Owners and innkeepers Larry and Tamara Rhodes dreamt of owning a bed and breakfast, and 10 years ago, that dream came true. With 7 different suites, the Two Hearts Inn is a great place to go for a retreat.
We have 7 suites, and each one is themed in their own unique way. And each one is a getaway, and we love it.
Travel to Hawaii in the Island Suite. Made to look like a bungalow complete with a palm tree, the Island Suite will transport you to the beach in no time. And then there's the Santa Fe Suite.
We love New Mexico because that's where we were from. So that was really the first one that we decided on. We had no problem with that, with Santa Fe.
Visit a Tuscan villa in Suite Tuscany or escape to Italy in Suite Venetian.
And then we have a room called Suite Venetian. It's a back deck corner room.
Maybe you've been to Paris and would love to get back. Visit the Chic Suite. Decorated to look like a Parisian palace, you'll love this spacious getaway.
And then we have a room we call Sweet Hearts.
Yes.
It's kind of a play on words. Hearts is kind of a regal, royal experience. One of our other rooms is kind of special. It's a little getaway room we call Hideaway, Sweet Hideaway, and it's on the lower deck area. It's a queen.
During your stay at the Two Hearts Inn, enjoy a stroll along the walking trail or relax in the courtyard for an afternoon in the shade. The morning after your stay at Two Hearts Inn, you'll enjoy breakfast at Inspirations Tea Room and Eatery, or if you stay on Saturday night, you'll get a special treat.
On Sundays, being that Inspirations is closed that day.
That's the fun day because they get gourmet breakfast in their room on Sunday mornings.
Two Hearts Inn isn't just for couples. Enjoy a weekend away with girlfriends or maybe a night away to re-energize.
Not only do we have maybe couples come, sometimes it's maybe a mother and a daughter or some sisters or some friends that haven't seen each other for a while.
The next time you're needing a little rest and relaxation, go to the Two Hearts Inn where you'll be transported to your dream getaway.
Getting away without going away.
Discovering Oklahoma, I'm Lauren Farram.
Anytime you're thinking about planning a weekend trip or an extended vacation, we want you to take a look at the 2016 Oklahoma Travel Guide. We're happy to send you a free copy, and they're easy to get. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and click on where it says Request Free Brochures. Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
We just want people to come out here and enjoy the atmosphere, the scenery.
Sit and sip at one of Oklahoma's finest wineries.
I mean, I get people from Italy, and they're surprised. My shop surprises a lot of people.
And the Western Oklahoma location that is bringing in visitors from all over the world.
It's a treat to come here. I love their food. I love the way they grill their shrimp.
Plus the Tishomnigo hotspot that serves some of the best Mexican food around. It's all coming up a little bit later right here on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Oklahoma's great state parks are stocked with summertime adventures. Suit up and cool off in a lake or river. Hike the trails, dig for treasures, or play around on our unique courses. On weekdays, you can stay and play starting at $75. You get 1 night of lodging, a round of golf, and a sleeve of golf balls. Get package details at travelok.com/spdeals and come see for yourself.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you today from the Sam Noble Museum on the campus of the University of Oklahoma in Norman.
And again, a big thank you to our Lieutenant Governor Todd Lamb for guest co-hosting with me this week. It's been a lot of fun so far.
Dino, it has. Thanks for having me. It's great to be back on Discover Oklahoma. Great to be with you. You've done so much to promote our state over the years, but it's great to promote Oklahoma and the importance of our tourism industry.
Absolutely. There are so many great Oklahoma-based companies, Oklahoma-owned companies, great places to get away and relax. And Tina McGarry, in fact, is going to show us a place where you can do just that in the southeastern Oklahoma town of Caddo.
We're Blue River Valley Winery. We're a small boutique winery that we specialize in a country fruit wine.
Poised on a hill, overlooking the quiet beauty of Blue River Valley in Bryan County, this small winery blends fruity taste with Oklahoma scenery.
We just want people to come out here and enjoy the atmosphere, the scenery, come here and relax, visit with friends and family. and just, of course, enjoy the wine. That's the main thing.
Diane and Hillary Dean opened Blue River Valley Winery in 2015. Customers can enjoy the indoor wine room or sip and savor the scenery from underneath an old oak tree. The view, like the wine, is full of flavor. The wine here is handcrafted, a process that took years to perfect.
I'm the wine maker. It's a passion for me, making the wine. I really and truly try to start with the best product that I can get in the beginning. At that point, I apply the expertise that I've learned over the years, and I try to make as high quality of a product as I possibly can. It's not about the money. It's really and truly, we love to see the expression on people's faces when they try our wine.
Oh my goodness, you can taste the local, you can taste the fruit. You don't get all the additives and sulfates that you do with commercial wine. You can obviously taste the love and dedication that they pour into this wine.
It just that you know what all goes into the wine, because Hillary will tell you everything that it takes to make the wine, and the taste of it is just fantastic.
The winery features 12 signature wines, from sweet and fruity like the Tickle Me Peach to a more dry Crimson Sunrise. Truly something for everyone's taste.
Sometimes we feel like we're just absolutely living a dream here. This has been a passion of ours for quite some time.
Number one, we do small volumes, so we're able to have a little bit more control over the care of the wine or the beverage from the beginning to the end. We use less sulfites, less chemicals in our wine. Not filtering the wine gives it a different taste too. A lot of the color, flavor, and the character of the wine is still in there.
The Deans make around 2,000 bottles of wine each month, at times barely keeping up with demand. Still, they want quality over quantity.
We want to retain the handcrafted small winery quality, and that's something that I'll never let suffer. We'll grow to a point that we can do all we can do making a handcrafted wine, but I never want it to become a mechanized process to where it's not a handcrafted wine.
The wine is very affordable. Prices range from $9 to $15 a bottle. In Caddo, I'm Tina McGarry, discovering Oklahoma.
The Blue River Winery is about 15 miles northeast of Durant on Sawmill Road in Caddo. They're open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 6, 7 on Friday and Saturdays.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
I do Christmas big, but Halloween's my favorite because my folk art's a little different.
We're headed to one of the best places to find the most unique holiday decorations in the state.
They all love their food, and we've been growing ever since.
And the Southern Oklahoma spot where Blake Shelton gets his bean burritos. We're talking Tex-Mex a little bit later right here on Discover Oklahoma.
The Rhythm and Roots Music Trail is your front row seat to excitement. Hit the road to explore rock, blues, country, all of Oklahoma's rich music heritage. Order your free guide at travelok.com.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. Subscribe now at oklahomatoday.com and get 6 issues absolutely free. Don't miss a single issue of Oklahoma Today magazine.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you today from the Sam Noble Museum of Natural History in Norman.
And once again, we want to say how fortunate we are to have the state's Lieutenant Governor Todd Lamb joining us as a guest co-host this week. We know that your schedule is so busy, so we appreciate you taking the time to do the show with us.
Well, Dino, thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you, as I've said already, but it's really an honor to help tell the stories of hard-working Oklahoma families that have started businesses and keeping tourism dollars right here in Oklahoma.
Well, you're going to love this next story, so it's time to come along with me to a fun and unusual store, and it's in Sayre, Oklahoma. Are you looking for someplace different to shop that's true vintage, one of a kind, crazy out of the box, and not some mass-produced item? You want to say hi to Otis? Well, you need to shop at the Miller Collective in Sayre.
Everything's handmade. Everything, well, 90% handmade, I should say, because I have a junk room. So, you know, we've got that little room back there that has the vintage. That's the vintage, the odds and ends, the old rusty stuff.
Julie Miller has been designing and creating things, mostly dolls, for years. She calls her folk art, her work, the Polka Dot Pig Primitive, and the Miller Collective is her store. Eclectic doesn't begin to describe her style, but it sure is fun and incredibly different.
I put witch heads on clocks and old radios. Every piece I try to put something vintage, something that's truly old to go with my dolls. I mean, I age them so they look like they're really old and worn out, but they're not. But I do, you know, Frankensteins on top of everything, and it's stuffed inside, pumpkins on top of, you know.
And when a holiday rolls around like Halloween, watch out.
Every holiday I can come up with something. I mean, there's Valentine's, there's, you know, every holiday, Christmas, I do Christmas big, but Halloween's my favorite because my folk art's a little different. Most folks don't get it, but, you know, they like the Halloween. Even if my other dolls kind of scare them, it's okay because Halloween's a little scarier, so.
By the way, the Miller Collective truly is a family-run business.
My daughter crochets. My third daughter down out of 5, she crochets and does all of that. My son builds he built this little thing. He does some of the welding. My husband builds the benches and he does some of the welding, and sometimes he cuts the tin out too. I have 2 vendors. I have Chris Ogden, who does the amazing metal art. And then we have Mary Lakey, who has a little corner, and she does vintage fun stuff, does a little painting. But other than that, it's me.
She also creates barn tin, but her dolls attract a lot of customers.
A lot of my dolls, people say that they bring back memories. I mean, that's why I like to use the vintage, you know, that they make them happy. I get a lot of travelers, you know, I get more travelers than anything. I mean, I get people from Italy, and they're surprised. My shop surprises a lot of people that's what it is. They see handmade on the building and they're thinking Granny's Crafts, which there's not anything wrong with Granny's Crafts, but that's not what I am.
One of Julie's regular customers is Dawn Matheson. She loves Julie's over-exaggerated characteristics in her creations, but she adds how she saw Julie's creations as being about broken things that still have value and beauty.
I would say that you have to go check it out because there's going to be something that's going to speak with you. Maybe not this section, maybe not that section, but there's always something that you can catch your eye and think about and you know, bring back a memory of something that you had seen in the past, or something that, you know, you thought, if I picked that up in some antique store, I can't imagine what I would do with that. And then it's like, aha, so there's something that's still usable. The broken is still usable and still beautiful when put together in the right way.
And don't forget to say hi to Otis. He'll be at the store with Julie. And of course, we here at Discover Oklahoma always encourage everyone to shop local.
Well, and you know, as Lieutenant Governor, I love to hear that. And it's easy to find locally owned shops all across our great state. Just head to the website travelok.com and type shopping into the search bar up top. You'll find a list of hundreds of local options. You can search by city too.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
Whenever he's in town, you know, he likes to indulge in a little bit of Mexican food.
The hometown place where Blake Shelton pulls up a chair for some of the best Mexican food around. We'll take you there when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Oklahoma's new 2016 travel guide is your ticket to the state's most exciting places, attractions, and activities. Loaded with great ideas from cover to cover. Don't wait to order. Get your free 2016 Oklahoma travel guide online at travelok.com today.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Oklahoma's great state parks are stocked with summertime adventures. Suit up and cool off in a lake or river. Hike the trails, dig for treasures, or play around on our unique courses. On weekdays, you can stay and play starting at $75. You get 1 night of lodging, a round of golf, and a sleeve of golf balls. Get package details at travelok.com/spdeals and come see for yourself.
One last look around the Sam Noble Museum of Natural History here in Norman. What a state treasure this place truly is.
And Dino, as I think you know, I go to all of Oklahoma's 77 counties every year.
That's right, yes.
And my family, friends, those I go to church with, when I see friends at our kids' school, the number one question I get asked,
what's that?
They say, hey Todd, the family, we're headed somewhere in the state, where should we eat? I'm going to let a secret out today.
Okay.
Although I go everywhere and I get a little personal experience, my tips, where do I get my tips on where to eat? From Dino Lally and Discover Oklahoma.
Well, thank you so much. We're very happy we can help you do that. And speaking of good restaurants, we've got a great spot for you tonight. It's actually in Tishomnigo, and it's a favorite of Ada native Blake Shelton. And with that, LaSanne Anderson is going to take us to Gonzalez Mexican Restaurant.
That is a molcajete. That feeds two.
Come to Tishomnigo, Oklahoma, and you better come hungry, especially when you stop to eat at Gonzalez Mexican Restaurant. From their fresh-made fajitas to hand-dipped and fried chili rellanos, even tamales put together from scratch every day. The variety of Tex-Mex favorites, mixed with a few south of the border surprises, will leave your taste buds very happy.
I mean, you can't get any better whenever your owners are your cooks.
The owners are back there in the kitchen, they cook it.
Oh yeah, I mean, every day.
And it's that home cooking that's been bringing customers back since the doors opened in 2009.
If you don't like very spiced food, we got your bland cheese enchiladas, or anything up to, you know, your Diablo shrimp quesadillas with a little spice in there for your everyday life.
Jeff and Jamie Earls say they've been eating at Gonzalez for years, usually coming about once a week.
Well, it's a treat to come here. I love their food. I love the way they grill their shrimp. I love the shrimp here. It's excellent. And I like the enchiladas. They do not send a bad plate out in this place.
Very good quality. Service is very good. Excellent service. You get to know all the waiters and waitresses on first-name basis.
They all love their food, and we've been growing ever since. Had to open this new location here on 10th Street to be able to accommodate the large amount of people we were getting.
And remember that flaming piece of food heaven we saw coming out of the kitchen? The folks at Gonzalez say it's something people are driving all the way from Dallas to try.
It's called a molcajete. We got chicken, beef, and shrimp fajitas on a bit of chorizo with onions, with asada cactus. It's served on a hot rock. It comes out on fire, so always watch out for your hair.
Take care of that. Or you could just be simple, like our hometown boy, Blake Shelton, and get the bean burritos. You could even sit in the booth where you know Gwen Stefani's there, right? Yeah. Come check it out. Yep, it was last fall when Tishomnigo was all abuzz about Blake Shelton bringing his new beau, Gwen Stefani, to eat at Gonzalez.
I wasn't here on that day, but whenever he's in town, you know, he likes to indulge in a little bit of Mexican food. You know, he likes to come in. We take care of him whenever we can.
And with the location in Tishomnigo, now also in Colgate, Oklahoma, you can bet the folks at Gonzalez Mexican Restaurant will take care of you too.
It's great food. It's a clean place. It's a new place. It's awesome for Tishomnigo, and it's just a great place to stop by and get something to eat.
And you'll never go home hungry. Discovering Oklahoma in Tishomnigo, I'm LaSanne Anderson.
The crew here at Discover Oklahoma has done an outstanding job putting together a list of great places to eat all over Oklahoma. You can get a copy of it by ordering the new Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide. Just go to travelok.com and click where it says Request Free Brochures.
And a big thank you once again to our Lieutenant Governor Todd Lamb for guest co-hosting with me this week. You know that you are welcome anytime.
Well, Dino, thanks for letting me hang out with you, tell some great stories today, and thank you to the Sam Noble Museum for hosting all of us today. A reminder, you'll find the museum on Chautauqua, just past Timberdale in Norman. Easy access from Highway 9 as well. They're open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5 and 1 to 5 on Sundays. Kids under 17 get in free on the first Monday of every month and free admission for active duty military and veterans.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we're headed to historic Fort Washita in southeastern Oklahoma.
And find out what's cooking at the Painted Horse in Bartlesville. I don't want to give anything away, but I hear they have awesome brisket nachos and firecracker shrimp.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.